directed me. Let me just start off by welcoming everyone and thanking you for attending. I know the weather's been a bit inclement. Thank God we're not on a watch out for any hurricanes or anything like that, so we can deal with some thunderstorms. I'm Dr. WILTZ, the CEO of the Tech Action Clinics. As you know, we are located here not only in Franklin, but we have satellite clinics in Edgard and Dulac, Houma, and West St. Mary, even on Boudreaux, the school-based health clinic. And hopefully soon to be opening in several other locations. Today we're going to be celebrating or highlighting what has come to be known as Community Health Center Week. What began as a very noble experiment, if you will, in 1965 by then President Lyndon Johnson on the war on poverty, which germinated the whole movement of community health centers, in addition to the Community Action Agency, Head Start, those programs that were set out to try to address some of the ills of the nation. I think it had been recognized at that time that in a country as rich as America, that there were a lot of people that had been left out during the process. And recognizing that commitment was made to start these, which will become federally qualified community health centers. Next year, as a matter of fact, starting, I guess there's a little bit of a debate on the actual start time, but we are going to be celebrating 35 years of existence here at Tech Action Clinic. We have the honor of being the oldest community health center in the state of Louisiana, and we're very proud of that fact. The theme for this year's Community Health Center Week is America's Health Centers, Home of America's Healthcare Heroes. And we started to have some action figures like Batman and Superman and dress people up that way, but decided against that. And what we decided to do is to hold a health fair, and after the conclusion of this program, you're going to find that we've set up multiple stations throughout the clinic here where you can avail yourself to a whole host of interventions, if you will. And near the end of the program, I'm free to acknowledge all the participants because I don't have the complete list, and I don't know if she does, but she will have it at the end of the program, I'm sure. But I want to first, so the purpose of this is to recognize community health centers. This is a nationwide event that's going on in all the communities represented by now, what's the last total, Dan? 1,200 community health centers nationwide that are serving over 18 million people right now as we speak. And it's just a pleasure to be part of such a great movement. What I'd like to do is to just acknowledge the guests that we have, and we will hear some words from those guests and do some presentations, and then we will do some more acknowledgments and then proceed to the health fair. So who I'd like to first recognize, who's been a tremendous superhero, if you will, and tremendous supporter of the Community Health Center movement since his tenure, before even being elected to Congress. And I'm speaking, of course, of Congressman Charlie Malonzo. Charlie's been a friend to us and to the movement. Born in the great metropolis of Napoleonville in that community, he got to experience firsthand, I guess, the shortages that exist in a small rural community. And I think that's something that's always stayed with him. And I know when he was running for office, I had mentioned to him about the letter writing campaign that happened in the 1970s when Tech Clinic was at jeopardy of being shut down, and all the patients and staff and the people started this letter writing campaign. And I remember him telling me, he said that all it would have taken was one phone call to me. He wouldn't have written all those letters. And I can tell you, since he's been in office, he's been extremely receptive, responsive, and always accommodating to us, both when we go to Washington as well as when he's in the district. So he's not a type of congressman that shows up just around election time. He's there for us all the time. He's been a tremendous supporter and sponsored many, many bills, and has played a major role, as Dan Harkin's going to attest to, on the national scene. He's kept the light, in particular, on the communities that were affected by Katrina and Rita. Most recently, you may have seen him on the news where he brought the Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, as well as a whole host of members of Congress down to New Orleans and to the South Louisiana area, just to make sure that, you know, the issue does not get backburned or forgotten. And we are delighted that he has taken time out of his busy schedule and has made it a point every year to be with us. And we're going to have a few remarks from Congressman Charles Lawson.
So I've always realized when my father was the mayor, the importance of having either businesses and hospitals and physicians and just health care in general for the general population. You know, Dr. WILTZ has done a tremendous job with putting this facility and the satellite facilities up. We still got one that can't seem to get in Assumption Parish. We'll figure out how they score this thing one day. Either that or I'll go sit on their desk until they score it right. But it's always good to be with you. It's always good to be with an organization that serves such a goodly purpose for the people of the community. And Dr. WILTZ, I commend you, and to the staff of the clinics, I commend you in particular for the work that you do in helping the people of this region. Thank you all for allowing me to be with you.